And that's what I was going to ask you. Do you find any differences between the way that mental health is looked at in the Haitian American community versus in Haiti itself proper?
Oh yes, there's a huge gap different. You can't even compare the two because the spectrum is so wide. Because Haitians really believe in herbal medicine, and they believe
Hmm.
in definitely also in oil and herbal medicine, but also they believe in the evil spirits. Something is
Yeah.
bad happening. Nothing can really happen to you mentally or physically without thinking, well, so and so doesn't like you. Maybe that's why you're feeling this way.
Yes. It's the evil eye in some kind of
Yes,
way.
correct. Yes, they
And
do
so
intending something over you.
how is it looked at here in the States at least?
The same mindset uh, is still continue, but to a certain degree now, the young adults who's been
Yeah.
through college and everything
Yeah.
understand that maybe should look at a different component. Maybe definitely you need to see someone for counseling, but once again now counseling becomes a challenge if the person doesn't have insurance or doesn't have extra money.
Yep.
Can they really afford it?
Correct. And so you still have a lot of the socio-economic
Right.
issues now.
Yeah.
So even, I think you're saying a lot of things, right? Number one, at least in the States, you have the generation, your generation, and a little up and a lot
Right.
down, meaning like younger, a lot younger than you, and then maybe a generation or two older than you.
Right.
They have that kind of Americanized Western education around mental health. And
Correct.
so they're going to the Haitian community and saying, like, there's more going on here, right? But
Mhm.
even if they were to find somebody who buys into it, I want to trust your judgment, they still have barriers to accessing the help,
Correct.
right? Even if the cultural barrier, they were able to break that down.
Yes, and also another component that I need to bring to attention: Haiti doesn't have the safety net structure that America has, like Medicaid or Medicare, to pay
Hmm.
for certain services, even for 6 or 7 sessions.
Yeah.
So you have to really come out of pocket. So unfortunately, it's like they don't have that or those options here in America. You can apply for Medicaid, depending on your socioeconomics.
Hmm.
So at least you have that option to apply. And Haiti, it's family members that help you out, and
Yeah.
it depends on where you come from and family, the kind of break you got in life.
Hmm.
All
Because
of
if
that.
everybody in your family is in the same position as you financially, even if you wanted help, it still might be a real challenge.
Correct. And also, majority of Haitian, they always have at least one family in the states, either in United States, in France, in Canada, or
Hmm.
somewhere else, in Europe or Brazil. Now they migrate a lot of them to Brazil and Chile.
Yeah.
So all of that, it's like when you're in a state of survival, mental health is really a foreign concept to
Correct.
really understand. Well,
It's not a priority.
correct, because the anxiety, the stress, you look at it as something that's normal. That becomes the baseline, or on how you function.
And so, what are those conversations like, right? You're a mental health professional, you're Haitian, you have Haitian family members and friends. When you're when you're trying to to have that conversation around mental health, because okay, you answer that question now, and I'll add to the question. Gabon.
Well, the thing is, it's like it is such a foreign concept that I think before even for them, for Haitians, American or even Haitian culture, to see the benefit of coming to see a counselor, we have to educate them on what you're experiencing may not be medical and may not be an evil spirit. It
Hmm.
definitely is a different component that you need to address. It's almost like having a pizza. You have different slice of the pie.
Yeah.
So let's try to look at this slide that you never touched before. So it
Yeah.
has to be a total education on how it's like let's explore this portion that we never touch, or we don't think that. Usually we think that, well, this is for Caucasian. This is not really for us.
Hmm.